All right, good morning, everybody. Well, depending on when and where you watch this, good morning. A little bit of a different live today than I normally do. So you're going to have to give me just a second as I get things rolling here. I'm going to get this shared in a couple of different places, and there we go. And some of you guys might be watching this over on YouTube. I'm probably going to put the replay over on YouTube. Some of you guys might be watching this here on Facebook, which is where I am right now. So either way, let's just make sure you guys pay very close attention to what I'm going to share with you. I'm excited, man. I'm really excited this morning. I got some great information to share with you. And let's just put it this way. There's something really, really big coming, headed your way. Massive abundance is knocking on your doorstep. The question is, what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with this information? Okay? One sec. All right, there we go. Get that shared out. Boom, 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 boom. Wait for that to go. Okay, cool. So let me mute that. All right, there you go. One more time. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. All right. Okay, we're off and rolling. Now, here's the deal, guys. Here's what we're going to talk about today. All right, I'm going to share with you guys the science, the data. I'm going to give you guys some real results of what's going on, what's been happening, and what is headed your way. So if you guys don't know anything about me, I study trends. I'm a numbers guy. I'm a data guy. I've been in the network marketing industry now for almost a decade. I've been full-time for almost a decade. And I see a lot of things come and go, like legit a lot of things come and go. And you guys have seen this before where, how many influencers have you seen, especially on Facebook, where all of a sudden something is super hype? You got to get into this. And then you see all these leaders and you see all these influencers out there promoting it, trying to dump their whole list of people into it. Everyone's got to get in this, right? And then what happens? 30, 60, 90 days later, poof, they're already on to the next thing, right? There's a lot of hype out there. But I want to show you some proof. I want to show you some data of what is headed your way. And then you can make an informed decision. Do you want to do something about it, right? And here's the reality is most adults have no idea what's going on right now. Like no clue. And I'm going to break all of that down for you guys, okay? So do me a favor right now. If you guys are watching live right now, you see that little red light button in the top corner, comment the word live. If you guys are watching the replay, whenever this hits your timeline, whether it be over on YouTube or here on Facebook, whatever, comment the word replay if you don't catch it live. Just let me know. I just want to see how many people actually catch the replay. Also, when do you catch the replay? Sometimes it's the same day. Sometimes it's later on. Sometimes it could be a couple days. All depends on how the algo wants to work, okay? So first off, let's dive in, okay? Ooh. Now, you're going to have to, Nichelle, what's going on? Good to see you. Hope I said that right. You're going to have to bear with me here. I'm in a little bit of discomfort because this past Thursday, I had a major surgery. I had, my abs were separated. So they went in and they sutured my abs together. Sounds fun, sounds painful. It is. And I also had a hernia popping up through my belly button. So I had that taken care of as well. So it was about a 4-hour surgery. I'm on the back side of that now, but I also have to, so you guys can see, I have to wear this binder. I guess it's called a binder that I have to wrap around my waist. And I have to keep that on for 30 days to keep everything all compact and tight and everything. And, it leaves me a little short of breath and in a little bit of discomfort, but I got some, meds going and stuff like that to help with the pain and whatnot. But either way, we're here, we're back, and we're rocking and we're rolling. So here's the deal, guys. With everything that I've been studying, everything that I've been seeing, everything that I've personally been experiencing over the last few months, there's a wave coming, okay? There is a massive, not just financial. There's a massive health and financial wave headed your way. Most adults are unaware of this, and more importantly, 9 out of 10 adults are dealing with this health opportunity that I'm going to explain to you. And out of those 9 out of 10 adults, about 80% have no idea what's going on. No idea what's going on. So that leaves you in an incredible position where you can take massive advantage of this health wave that's coming, of this financial wave that's coming, okay? So before I get there, and I'm going to share my screen, I want to show you guys some stuff. I want to talk about what I've been seeing so you guys can have the same information. But you got to understand that you have an incredible opportunity right now to have a home-based business, to be, whether you want to create an extra couple $100s a month, an extra few $1,000s a month, a few $1,000s a week. We have people on our team that are making literally 6 figures a month. It's an incredible industry, and it can provide for you, you're going to get out of it whatever you put into it. So if you give it all out massive effort, you can create massive, massive income. If you just kind of sort of try, then you're going to kind of sort of not really make any money. All depends on you. But here's what I know, and this is the data that I have looked up. I shared this with you last week. In 2024, the direct sales industry did over $200 billion, $201.4 billion to be exact. So network marketing, home-based business, $201 billion in 2024. So that was literally just a little over a year ago. The prediction by 2030, so that's less than 5 years from right now. I want you to just think about this math for a second and think about your potential. Think about you. Be selfish for a minute. Think about you. 200 billion in 2024, projected by 2030 over $300 billion. That's growth of over $100 billion in less than 5 years. There is a massive, massive wave and massive, massive movement staring you right in the face right now. And you can either get on board, you can learn, develop, build, grow, and be part of it, or you can just sit back and watch it all happen. What do you want to do? Put in the comments right now. What do you want to do? Do you want to watch? Do you want to watch the people that take action become successful? Or do you want to build and grow? Comment one of the two. Comment watch or comment build and grow. What do you want to do? You have every opportunity at your doorstep right now, okay? And here's something that me being a numbers guy, me being a data guy, here's some things that I know without, with absolute certainty, absolute finite certainty, okay? This business, this industry is not going anywhere. And we've seen a lot of companies come and go. We've seen a lot of trends come and go. We've seen a lot of, there we go, build and grow comments coming in. Appreciate that. Okay. I mean, if you guys want to watch, maybe this video, maybe this webinar is not for you. But if you want to build and grow, stay right where you are. Okay. A lot of things come and go, a lot of hype opportunities. But here's what I know with absolute certainty. Health is not going anywhere. The business of health is not going anywhere. And thank goodness that a few months ago, somebody introduced this to me. Now, before you're like, oh, he's just selling something, just watch. Just please pay attention. Get fully informed. Don't assume, get fully informed. Somebody introduced this to me a few months ago, and it's been a game changer. And I went down the rabbit hole. I started getting fully informed myself. I started doing research myself because I am a numbers and data guy. So I wanted all of the information. And we know that certain, what is a hot trend right now? AI. AI is super hot, super trendy, super hot right now. Okay. People are all about it. People are posting all of their AI businesses, all of their AI, whatever things that you guys can buy and join and be a part of, right? And AI is going to come and go. AI is not going anywhere, by the way. AI is going to be around for a very long time. But all these things come and go. All these businesses come and go. But health is something you either have it or you're dead. That's pretty odd. That's pretty given, right? Like you either have it or you're dying or you're dead. I mean, let's just be dramatic here for a second. And there is a term out there that more and more people are starting to discover, a term that most people are unfamiliar with. And it's 2 words: insulin resistance. Insulin resistance ties back to the root cause of so many health problems that 93% of adults in the world are facing right now. That's data. That's facts. Now, think about this. Think about this for 1 second. 9 out of 10 adults in the world right now are dealing with insulin resistance. So what exactly is insulin resistance? Let me break it down for you. Let me explain it, okay? Now I'm going to share my camera here. I want to get into some data so you guys can see this. And I'm going to do my best to keep this here, okay? So when you are insulin resistant, okay, here's just some of the things that have to do with insulin resistance: being overweight, low energy, brain fog, mood swings, cravings, uncontrollable appetite, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, inflammation, skin tags, sleep apnea. Just to name a few. If you want the full list, I can give you the full list right here, okay? You can see so much more. And I know it's small. I apologize that it's probably small on your screen right there. I'll try to blow that up a little bit. But look at all these things that are related or tied back to insulin resistance, okay? So when you think about that and you think about all of these things, 9 out of 10 adults are dealing with this stuff right now. Would you agree with that? Put that in the comments. Put agree or disagree down in the comments and let me know your thoughts, all right? But what exactly is it, right? And think about this. How many people are out there right now? They're doing the diets, they're doing the exercise, they're doing all these routines, trying to do all these little fad diets and everything, but they're still not losing weight. They're still not getting to that, that health, performance where they want to be, right? I got agree comments coming in, right? What happens is your cells are stopped. They don't respond to insulin anymore. Your body's not performing the way it should. Why? Because you're most likely insulin resistant. So let me break it down. This is insulin resistance right here. This is what it looks like in your body. Every single time that you eat, your body produces glucose, also known as sugar, okay? Your body also produces insulin. So I want you to picture this. Insulin is like a key, and the key opens up the door. You can see the door right here is open, all right? What insulin does is it opens up the door and allows all the glucose into your cells, and then your body can start performing the way that it's supposed to. Your body can process foods, give you energy, allow you to do all the things that you're supposed to do, all right? But what happens when you become insulin resistant is this. Every time you eat, your body produces more and more glucose, and your body's going to continue to produce more insulin. However, when you're insulin resistant, the door to your cell is now locked, and the key, your insulin, doesn't work anymore. It's like someone jammed the locks. So what does your body do? When the key doesn't work, it produces more and more insulin. So your body's producing more and more glucose, and it's producing more and more insulin. And then what happens is you go into insulin resistance. When you go into insulin resistance, you're dealing with all of this stuff right here, okay? Does that make sense? Put a make sense down in the comments. Let me know, okay? That's what it looks like, and that's what it is. Now you saw that list: high blood pressure, high cholesterol, being overweight, not sleeping well, sleep apnea, mood swings, brain fog, low energy, lots of cravings. Even though you just ate, you're still hungry. You're looking for snacks. You want to snack around, whatever time it is. That is insulin resistance, okay? That is all tied back to insulin resistance. So again, if that makes sense, comment makes sense, let me know, all right? So yeah, makes sense, comments coming in, agree comments coming in, appreciate that. So that's a major problem, guys. Insulin resistance is a major problem. And when you look at the actual words, you can go do a lookup. When you look at the words, the term insulin resistance is trending up over 400% compared to last year. That's big. That's big. That's huge. That's huge. Okay? So think about this. Think about this. What is going on in the marketplace right now? Okay? More and more people are starting to discover insulin resistance. More and more people are starting to learn about being insulin resistant. And the first wave is GLP-1, okay? GLP-1 kind of opened the door for everybody. And then what happened? You start seeing more and more and more. I mean, think about this. There's more data, and I could share my screen, I could show you, but back in, I think it was like 2019 or whatever it was, the government spent about, I think it was like $18 million on GLP-1 marketing, right? 18 million. Now in 2024, just a few years later, it's 56 million. So more and like triple the amount of dollars is being spent on marketing GLP-1, okay? The door has been opened and more people are starting to discover, hey, I need a legitimate and this is the important part that you need to understand here. People are looking for a documented, factual way to lose weight and get healthier. Would you agree with that? Comment yes, since you guys already put the word agree. Put the word yes if you guys agree with that. People are looking for a legitimate, documented way to lose weight, to feel better, right? When people are overweight, they want to lose weight, but they don't want to change. Most people don't want to change their habits or change what they're doing. They just want that, feel good, feel better, right? The good news is GLP-1 opened that door. Yes, comments coming in, all right? So once people started learning about that, once people started wanting more information about that, that's good. But what people also discovered and also started learning about is all of the side effects, all of the adverse reactions to taking a synthetic, pumping your body full of a synthetic drug. People started to learn about that. I have people in my inbox every single week that literally tell me, hey, I see what you're doing, and I want to share with you some of my personal results as well. I don't want a shot. I don't want a synthetic. I had one person literally reach out to me last week saying, hey, my doctor just recommended to me that I get on Zempic, but I don't want to take that. I'm scared of that because of what might happen. This is real life, guys. And the World Health Organization, literally last week, the World Health Organization just came out and said that they are now recommending that people stay on a GLP-1 shot long term. So they want you, think about it, they want you on the shot even longer. So instead of just doing it short term where, you lose the weight and then you can kind of kick back and come off the shot, they want you on it long term. according to the World Health Organization. So I want you to think about this. And please, you don't have to comment this. You can if you want to let me know your thoughts. But what are your thoughts on that? A health organization that prides itself on health is now recommending that you stay on a synthetic shot longer. Like, we're talking like 10 years. And you can read the article yourself. It's out there. Okay? Would you want to pump your body with a synthetic for 10 years, knowing that there's a ton of side effects related to that? How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Please understand this. Please understand this. Doctors do not make money off of healthy people. Doctors, big pharma, do not make money off of healthy people. Let that sink in. So, does it make sense that they would want to keep you on a drug or a shot longer? It makes perfect sense. Makes perfect sense. They want your money. Period. So, as we look out to 2026, as we look out to this massive wave that's coming, right? What's up, Tony? As we look out to this massive wave, both financial and health, here's what people, and right now, I mean, this wave is just starting to get going here, guys. And you have the opportunity to take massive advantage. So the term insulin resistance is trending. People are starting to learn more about it. What is it? How is it affecting 9 out of 10 adults? And not only that, what are the alternatives to the shot? What are the alternatives? What else is out there? And that is where this comes into play, right here. So what exactly is this? And why is this about to change the industry? Why is this about to massively explode? Well, the data is already there. The data is showing that more and more people are looking up insulin resistance. More and more people want to get healthy. More and more people don't want to do this synthetic thing, and they want a natural alternative to attacking insulin resistance. Well, this right here, this will naturally boost GLP-1 up to 70%. And yes, the data supports that. And anyone can go find the data, okay? This will naturally boost GLP-1 by up to 70%. Again, naturally, safely, effectively. And by the way, yes, this can also be prescribed by a doctor because this is in the PDR. If you don't know what the PDR is, anybody can go to the PDR, pdr.net, okay? Also known as the Physician's Desk Reference. The Physician's Desk Reference is literally the guide that your doctor uses to look up medications. That's what they use. And they will see, and you can see these things in there. There's 2 products. One is a yerba mate based product. It is the strongest form of yerba mate on the planet, okay? And yerba mate, by the way, boosts GLP-1 naturally. And then this fiber matrix, okay, this is the 1-2 punch that is gonna help you feel full. You know what? Let me just show you. Let me just show you really quick, okay? I'm gonna give you guys some data because I want you guys to have all the information here, okay? Let's say you or your doctor, were to check out, hey, what is this all about? Let me break it down for you, okay? So the Unimate is going to boost your GLP-1 naturally, and it is a fat metabolizer. The balance, okay, this is your fiber matrix, which is this guy right here, is going to lower your insulin spikes, okay? Keep all your insulin in check. Remember back to the beginning of the video what insulin resistance looks like, okay? And you can do this, again, without drugs or side effects, okay? So the Unimate is going to boost your body's own GLP-1. And this is, please understand this. This is really important. When you're taking a synthetic, you're not boosting your body's own natural GLP-1 hormone. You're cloning it. Your body is mimicking it with a synthetic drug. You're not boosting it yourself by eating good foods, exercise, and all that other stuff. You're using a synthetic. Think about that, okay? All right, so when you boost it naturally, that's when good stuff happens, guys, okay? You're naturally going to curb cravings, improve your mood, and increase energy. I'm gonna show you some data here in a minute, okay? When you use the balance, that's gonna slow your glucose absorption, stabilize your blood sugar, okay? And when you combine them together, you're going to rebalance your hormones, reset your metabolism, and help your body burn fat instead of storing it, okay? So if this all makes sense and you understand that, just comment the word understand, let me know. But here's where it's really, really cool. And this is the data that I really want to share with you guys, okay? These two guys right here have undergone over 20 clinical studies. Studies from places like the Cleveland Clinic, Oxford University, the University of Sydney University, like real major institutions, 20 clinical trials, proving that this works, by the way. It's also HSA, FSA qualified, meaning, yes, your insurance might be able to pick this up. Most likely, your insurance can pick this up. So yes, you could take a natural based protocol, all right, and have your insurance pick it up. It is a nutraceutical. It is not, you'll hear me call it a product or you'll hear me call it that, but technically it is a protocol or a nutraceutical. Why is it a nutraceutical? Because it's actually in the PDR. I want to get to the PDR in a second here. It's available in over 60 countries around the world. It has 5 US patents, which is awesome. And it has a 90-day money-back guarantee. This is also really important for you to understand. 90-day money-back guarantee. Do any of the synthetics out there guarantee that it's going to work? No, they don't. It comes with all kinds of, oh, it could cause death and all this other stuff. That's what those things claim. You got to watch their commercials. Here's the crazy thing about those commercials, guys. Over 2/3 of the commercial is spent on the adverse effects, and less than 1/3 of the commercial is spent on what it can actually do for you. Also something really important to consider. So if you want to know more about Unimate and balance and how to get down to the root cause of insulin resistance naturally, safely, effectively, you could go to the PDR yourself, or your doctor could, pdr.net. And you would literally see this right here. This is what's in the PDR. So if you were to just use the Unimate, which is this guy right here, all right, this is after all the clinical trials, okay? Check it out. Has the ability to promote a healthy mood, psychological well-being in a group of subjects done at Oxford, okay, it was increased by 20% after taking this, okay? Also, people that used this saw a healthy blood lipid glucose levels, a 12% reduction in total cholesterol, 5% reduction in LDL cholesterol, and an 11% reduction of triglycerides. Additionally, a 5% reduction in fasting blood glucose, and a 3% reduction in A1C levels, okay? Also, this supports healthy weight loss. This is what your doctor sees, okay? This is what your doctor would see if they looked this up for you, all right? Now, let's talk about balance. This is your fiber matrix, okay? This is the highest concentrated form of fiber out there, period. And again, after the clinical trials, This is what is in the physician's desk reference, okay? Decreases prenatal and postnatal glucose levels, lowers LDL cholesterol, increases satiety, which is how do you feel full? Yes or no? Helps increase your feeling of fullness, facilitates weight loss, helps maintain normal blood sugar levels, and it helps curb your appetite. So, just food for thought here. Food for thought. And this is what I want you to think about, and this is where the next big wave is coming from. And this is just, now we're talking data. We're not talking about DK's opinion. We're talking about data. Oh, I am sore. If there was a natural, safe, and effective way for people to attack insulin resistance at a cellular level and get down to the root cause and help facilitate weight loss, blood pressure, insulin levels, all of those other things. If there was a way safely, naturally, and effectively, do you think people would want to know about it? Do you think if there was medical and scientific documented proof of something out there that can help combat insulin resistance, something that 9 out of 10 adults are dealing with right now, do you think people would want to know about it? Give me a yes or no in the comments. So here's the deal. Trends come and go. Business opportunities come and go. We know that. We've seen it. We've seen the influencers. We've seen different leaders. We've seen different, people. There's always the next big thing. But what do we know with absolute 100% certainty? Health is not going anywhere. Health is always going to be there. And when you look at the market, right now you can't watch TV, you can't watch a live stream, you can't watch anything and not see a commercial for a GLP-1 product. You can't. You can't go anywhere. I literally walked into my doctor's office as I was getting ready for the surgery that I just had. I walked into my doctor's office, and as soon as I walked in, there was literally a banner, one of those it's on a tripod. There's literally a banner on a tripod that was advertising weight loss surgery and GLP-1 shots. Literally marketing inside my doctor's office for surgery and weight loss shots. I'll say this again. Doctors and big pharma don't make money off of healthy people. So if there was a way where people could get healthier naturally, safely, effectively, with years of documented, proven evidence, you think people would want to know about that? Do you think with where the market is going right now and what's hot right now and what's about to, if you think you've seen a lot of GLP-1 marketing and ads lately, just wait. It's gonna continue to get even hotter. More and more people are gonna want to get on the shots. And the World Health Organization is now saying that you should be on the shots longer. What if you had a healthy alternative to that? What if? What if? All right? The wave's coming, guys. The wave's coming. Now, let me give you some real life results. And I can show you the pictures if you want. This was introduced to me a few months ago, okay? And I'm going to be real, totally 100% real. When this was introduced to me, I scoffed at it. I'm like, that's not what I do. I'm a digital marketer. I promote digital programs. That's It's what I do. It's what I've done for almost the last 10 years. I don't want to have anything to do with this. I'm all set. I don't want to deal with the product. Low margins, crappy compensation plan, blah, blah, blah. Insert excuse here. Don't want to have anything to do with it. And the person that was introducing it to me said, I get it. Me too. But I'm going to send you a video. Just watch it. Just watch it. And then if you don't want to have anything to do with this, no big deal. It's all good. I'm going to run. I'm going to keep going. And I was like, all right. That kind of got my attention because the person that introduced it to me, I trust very much. And they just said, whether you're coming with me or not, I'm running with this because what I know is like literally changed my total mindset and attitude and outlook on everything. I'm going to run. And that got my attention too. So I said, okay, screw it. And I watched the video, and it was the scientific breakdown of how this works. And by the way, if you want that video, wherever you're watching this, if you're here on Facebook, if you see the replay on YouTube, and you want the scientific video that breaks everything down, how this works, the guarantees, all that other stuff, live testimonials, people that have been using this, just comment right now, comment down below, yes, I want the video. Okay, so whether you're doing that in the replay on YouTube or here on Facebook, I'll get that. Or you can hit me up in the DM, send me a message, let me know that you want to see the video. I'll send you the same video that I watched. So I watched the video and I went, damn, wow. After I watched the video and I said, okay, here's the thing. If I'm going to get on board with this, if I'm going to promote an actual physical product, I need to try it for myself first. And those of you guys that have been around me for a while, those of you guys that have, been in my ecosphere or whatever you want to call it for years, you guys know that before I roll anything out, I test it out myself. If it's a funnel, a sales page, whatever it is, I test it myself. So I started taking this. Let me show you the results. Okay. Let me show you the results. So after just 3 weeks, you can see the difference in my face right here. This was 223 pounds when I got started. So by the third week in, I was already down, 12 pounds? And I was starting to see the difference in my face. Okay. After 4 weeks, the weight continued to come off. I went from 223 pounds down to 209 pounds. Okay, that was just 4 weeks. 5 weeks in, I'm now down to 207. Okay, 223 down to 207. All right. 6 weeks in, 223 down to 204. So I'm approaching 200 pounds here, which is really, really, really exciting for me. Okay, some side by sides, you can see the difference. You can see like my belly, the shirt's starting to fit a lot looser, the weight loss in my face, right? And then after 10 weeks, I officially got down underneath 200 pounds, which for me was, I've had that goal for a long time. I haven't really pursued that goal, but I made it down under 200 pounds, which is insane. And it feels really freaking good, okay? So as of today, I'm under 200 pounds, which is, but it's not just like, let me get real here with you guys. Like the number on the scale is really, really cool, but it's a quick dopamine hit. What's really awesome, what feels really good for me is my energy's been up. My mood is up. I've lost 3 notches on my belt. That's 3 inches, by the way. So down 3 notches on my belt. I'm able to get into clothing that didn't used to fit and now it fits, which is really, really awesome. I'm also sleeping better, and my wife says that I snore less. So hell effing yeah, this stuff works. And here's the even crazier part. I started sharing this with other people, started introducing this to other people. And this is the number that blew me away, okay? Every single person, every single one, whether they came in as a product a customer or a business partner with me, every single person that tried this got a positive result. Every single one. In the world of business, that's a 1,000% batting average. So I want you to think about your business, whatever it is that you're promoting, is every single person that's using your business getting a positive result. You don't have to comment if you want, but I know you probably know the answer to that. The people that join your business opportunity, is every single person using that product or service and getting a positive result. And for me, this completely shifted the way that I look at business. It completely shifted the way that I look at making money from home. Because when your product or service solves a major problem, there's always going to be the hype of make money online. There's always going to be, the best comp plan. There's always going to be the best product. There's always going to be the best this or that. But when people are joining to make money and they don't make money, your retention is going to be really low. But when people join because of their health and something that's never going to go away, because you either have your health or you don't, and that's never going to go anywhere. When people join for this, the retention went through the roof. The results went through the roof. Every single person that I brought on board is getting a positive result. And I've never seen something like that ever in almost a decade of making money from home. So what you can do right now is, if you guys want to see the video that breaks down the science behind it all, you'll hear from doctors. You'll hear from medical professionals. You'll see all the science and the clinical trials and all that other stuff. If you want to see that, comment, yes, show me the video. Okay? Yes, show me the video. Put that in the comments right now, or whenever you watch the replay. If you're watching this over on YouTube, say, yes, show me the video. If you're really serious, okay, and you understand where this is going, like I asked you earlier, what if there was a safe, natural, and effective way that could boost your GLP-1 up to 70%, okay? That's been through 20 plus clinical trials. So it's supported by science, supported by doctors. It's in the PDR. It can be covered by your insurance. And it comes with a 90-day money-back guarantee. If there was something out there that could help people avoid a synthetic, and it solves a major problem for 9 out of 10 adults, do you understand the financial opportunity? If you do, report to my inbox immediately. If you're watching on YouTube, I'll leave my phone number on the video or in the description down below. You can text me directly. Or if you're watching this on Facebook, report to my inbox. Let me know that you're interested in being a business partner, because your health and people's health isn't going anywhere. It's not. And you have the opportunity to provide an incredible solution to 9 out of 10 adults. Do you see that financial opportunity? You are solving a major, major, major problem: insulin resistance. And the wave hasn't even hit yet. But I'm telling you right now, 2026 could be a very abundant year for you. Or you could just keep going in the same circle. But you got to ask yourself this, though. Like, whatever business you're in, you got to ask yourself, when you look in your back office, do you have retention? Are people hanging around for longer than 30 or 60 days? Are people getting benefit from the product or service that you're promoting? When your opportunity solves a major problem, that retention goes way up. way up. And again, all things I've realized and experienced in the last few months that I always knew was there, but I always just kind of turned a blind eye to it. When people join just to make money and they don't make money, they quit very quickly. But when you're solving a problem for them, they stay. And that's simple math to understand. It really is. So I hope you understand that. If you have any questions for me at all, drop a comment down below, message me, text me. Happy to help you out. I thank you guys for watching. I truly do. I hope you made it through this entire thing. Hopefully you got a little more fully informed. Again, if you want to see that video, comment yes, show me the video, and I'll send it to you. Otherwise, I appreciate you, and I hope to hear from you really, really soon. Take care.